Hi, my name is Talani Francisco and I'm from the Pueblo of Laguna. The main purpose of the Lay Vaccinator program is to provide rabies vaccinations to tribal areas that do not have a ready access to a veterinarian. Even for tribes with access to a veterinarian, the Lay Vaccinator program should be used to ensure proper training of all individuals who may be administering vaccine. What we're trying to accomplish is to facilitate standardization of procedures among jurisdictions, thereby contributing to an effective national rabies control program. In the following videos, the Lay Vaccinator program will address key components of rabies prevention program, initial rabies vaccination, and booster vaccinations. It will also serve to assure, in absence of a veterinarian, that the vaccine administrator has been trained in vaccine storage, handling, administration, and in management of adverse events. In a perfect world, all animal clinics would look and function like this one, having complete control of the animals and keeping all vaccinations at the correct temperature is a must at this location. The reality is that this is not always the case. Rabies clinics given by lay vaccinators differ from a veterinarian's office, adding a little more challenge to the job at hand. Clinics are often held in parking lots or open areas, which can be problematic if an animal escapes. Also, there can be a large number of animals congregated in a small area at one time, contributing to sometimes chaotic situations. There is usually a lack of refrigerators, tables. You may not have tables to put animals on for injections or other lack of infrastructure. In many occasions, there is no way to control how many animals may arrive at any one time. For these reasons, when preparing to set up a rabies vaccination clinic or give rabies vaccinations, there are important steps a lay vaccinator must take into consideration. Are you using a 1 or 3 year vaccine? Check the label. Is the vaccine to be administered intramuscular or subcutaneously? Check the manufacturer's recommendations. Check the labels on the vials to make sure they have not expired. The age of the dog and cats. Rabies vaccinations should not be given before 12 weeks of age. An initial rabies vaccination is good for 1 year, and then the animal must be given a booster. A booster is usually good for 3 years. Check the label. Check the current status of the animal to see if it is up to date on shots or not. If it is not, give it a booster vaccination, then follow the recommended manufacturer's booster schedule. Do the best to anticipate how many animals might be brought to the clinic. Make sure there are adequate personnel. Some other unusual situations that a tribal lay vaccinator may encounter are the following. The animal was vaccinated last year with a 3-year vaccine, but the owner wants to vaccinate again. In this case, we would advise the owner that the vaccine is not necessary. However, if the owner insisted, we would still administer the vaccine. If the animal is sick, you can still administer the vaccine, but you should advise the owner it would be best if the animal was referred to a veterinarian for further evaluation. If an animal is under observation for rabies development or if the animal is vicious and uncontrollable, a tribal lay vaccinator should decline to vaccinate the animal and refer it to a veterinarian's office. A tribal lay vaccinator's main job is to give rabies vaccinations and do it safely for both animal and for the person administering the vaccine. A lay vaccinator should not be doing anything that could be construed as practicing veterinary medicine. Thank you for listening, and thank you for getting involved and participating in such an important program.